Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And in this video we're going to do a remake of this little bag here. It's made from two 6x6 pieces of designer series paper from the new annual catalog from Stampin' Up! And it's these flower for every season prints that are just so beautiful and colorful, and they highlight our new Stampin' Up! In colors. So you can see all of the double-sided designs here, just absolutely beautiful. Now, the stamped image on this particular tag goes with a coordinating set jar of flowers, and it's just colored with Stampin' Blends. But today I'm going to use a daisy print, so I decided to pre-make a tag with just some of our medium daisy punches, and I colored the center with a Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blends, okay? And then I punch this with the tag topper punch, the scallop tag topper punch. So let's go ahead and make this bag. I've got my Simply Scored scoring tool here, and I have two pieces, the exact same piece from that designer series paper stack. Now, when you score your paper for this bag, you want to have your paper the same way, same side up for both scores, okay? So I looked at my pattern here, and it's a random daisy pattern, but I see this little daisy up here in the top with just the petals and the two little Poppy Parade flowers. So I know this is the same, so that's how I'm going to score. So I'm going to take my stylus and I'm going to use the end with the largest ball so that it won't cut through the paper with that smaller tip there. Okay, so for designer paper, use the larger end. And I'm going to score it 1.5 and 5 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it and just score 1.5, and this is going to be the bag bottom. All right, let's do the same thing with the identical piece of paper in the same way. All right, 1.5, 5 1/2, and then let's turn it and 1 1/2. Okay. So now, when you're making a bag or a box, the next thing you want to do after the scoring usually is to give each of those score lines a good burnish. Look at that pretty cinnamon cider print on the other side there. It's just a subtle print, great for backgrounds. And like I said, this paper, it has some additional colors, but it also has all 5, I believe it's all 5 of the new in colors in here. Okay, so those are all nice and burnished. Let's do this side. And then we're going to do some cutting and trimming, okay? And it'll be the same for both sheets. So I'm going to just cut up this one that forms the square here on the end, the largest side. I'm just going to cut up to that intersecting score line. Then on this one, we're going to cut off this narrow rectangle, okay? Then I'm going to angle that tab up at the top and the bottom, just like that. And let's do the same thing on this side. Cut up on the square, and then cut off the tiny rectangle. And cut these off here. All right, so now we're going to assemble the bag. Now, I'm not going to put adhesive on the bottom. I'm going to show you where to put it, but when I make bags like this and I don't have a particular gift in mind, I want to store them flat, and so I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is these are going to connect just like this. Okay, so I'm going to take this first tab, and I'm going to take our new Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to run it right on that tab there. And then here, get that little scrap out of the way, and then we're just going to match that top edge and go along the fold line there and give it a good press. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. The Stampin' Seal is much like our Fast Fuse in the past was. It's a good, it's a strong adhesive, stronger than the just the plain Stampin' Seal. The Stampin' Seal Plus gives more of a good seal for like 3D projects. Or you could use liquid glue or the tear and tape, either one of those. The liquid glue, you'd have to allow a little bit of time for drying. Okay, so now I've matched those sides. Okay, so now you can see the formation of the bag. You would push these two sides in, and then the back and then the front, and then you would put adhesive here to seal it shut. But I don't want to do that now, and so what I do when I store my bags is I just do the sides and store them flat, just like this. Okay, much easier, and I'm more likely to use it because it's not been sitting up and gotten crunched or whatever. Okay, so okay, let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn these in. And I definitely would put adhesive, but I'm not doing it now for the reason I just said. And I'm going to take my fingers and take my forefinger and push in right there, and that'll be the closure. See how nice that is? Okay. And then I want to add ribbon for a complete closure and to hang the tag. So what I'm going to do is I have some of the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo, and this is in white, and I'm going to take my tag and just slide that ribbon through there. Okay, now of course when I give the bag, that will be sealed. You bring up the back side and then you adjust the tag as needed. Now when I go to give this to someone, I'll take a thin strip of Whisper White and put a greeting there, or put another piece of Whisper White on the back to write to and from. Okay, so to close this, what I will do is I take a piece of the Just Jade in color ribbon, and the ribbon that I cut to thread through there should be about 14 to 16 inches long. I get in a habit of cutting 16 to 18 because of going around cards, but as you can see, there's a generous amount left over there. Okay, I'm just going to pull that like that. All right, and then I'm going to trim this just a tad. And there's a nice little gift bag, could hold a really generous size gift. Okay, and so I hope you will give that a try. That's with 2 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper, and this particular paper is from the Flowers for Every Season set. So if you will visit my blog at inkinspirations.com, I'll have all the details for these projects. The link will be in the description below if you're on YouTube. And I thank you for looking at the online store links there. When you shop with me, it helps me to continue to bring these free videos to you, and I so appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.